I had a little birdie tell me that something is amiss with Medicare open enrollment, so we thought we'd connect with you, Chad. And you gave us such great information earlier this fall about what to do with open enrollment. What in the heck is going on?
So, yeah, and actually this is kind of under the radar right now in terms of the national media. I've just been kind of perusing online to see if any national media have picked up on some of the problems associated with the plan finder that we use through the senior linkage line and that the general public would use to research their Medicare options for 2020. So basically the tool that we had normally used for over a decade, it's the Medicare.gov website. So it's www.medicare.gov. For whatever reason, 2 weeks prior to the start of open enrollment, which began October 15th, CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, decided to completely revamp their website and the tool that we use to do, for people to compare their options and get accurate pricing information, formulary information, so they can make educated decisions about their Medicare Advantage plans or drug plans. So CMS revamped the website 2 weeks before open enrollment, and we were testing it prior to open enrollment, and we were noticing so many glitches and incorrect information with pricing and formulary issues, and that has continued to this day.
Oh, goodness.
And right now, we're about halfway through open enrollment, and people are not able to get accurate information using the tool. So what we're really hoping for, we only have about 4 weeks left of open enrollment, and if CMS doesn't get the website corrected by then, we have a situation where people may have, thousands of Minnesotans and potentially, millions of people nationwide could have already, enrolled in incorrect plans based on the medications they're taking. And so they could have been, enrolled in incorrect or in a plan based on false pretenses.
Oh, my gosh. So a person could believe that their medication is covered by the plan they signed up with and come January 1 find out it's
exactly.
not.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Just for an example, I worked with someone yesterday and I was working on her medications, and she's taking a fairly inexpensive tier 1 or a tier 2 generic. It's like a medicated mouth rinse, but it's normally covered by, all of the drug plans at maybe around $15 or so. The information kicked back on the Medicare site showed that the medication was going to cost her $66,000. So there are some serious flaws with the Medicare.gov website right now, and it's making the people who are, assisting seniors with their Medicare options, it's making our jobs extremely difficult. And through the senior linkage line, we really pride ourselves on, providing, accurate, non-biased information to consumers. And so right now it's extremely difficult to rely on the Medicare site for that information.
Okay, so what are my options if I'm helping my folks out or I'm signing up myself? What can I do to get that accurate information?
So, you can still call the senior linkage line at 1-800-333-2433. I will caution people that, if you do call the number, our wait times have, increased to, possibly 30 minutes sometimes during the day. And that is because, we'll do the search on the Medicare website. If the pricing looks a little bit off or strange, we're having to go to the individual plan websites to corroborate the information with those individual plans. So we're oftentimes having to double check and triple check the information prior to, disseminating it out to the people looking for the good information that we provide.
That's still
whereas prior to now, we were able to just completely rely on the Medicare.gov website, but we're just not able to do that right now. So the call times end up being, the wait time that you're having to get through to someone to assist you is going to be, quite a bit longer.
Almost like if I'm
unfortunately.
calling the cable company or something.
I was going to say it's still shorter than calling the cable company or going to the DMV. So
But
this is
true.
just, but it's unbelievable this is happening, and that I'm not surprised it doesn't get more news because there's other headlines to put out there right now. But it needs to be known.
It's gonna gain traction in the next few weeks, especially. I think it's actually probably going to gain more traction after open enrollment is over, and then we're looking at January and February when people are going to be going to their pharmacies and trying to get their medications filled, and then they realize that some of their medications aren't going to be covered, or the pricing is completely different than what they were initially told prior to enrolling in the drug plan or the Medicare Advantage plan that they enrolled into.
Okay. So, Chad, if I'm a person who already has chosen my plan during this open enrollment, do I have an ability now to triple check and maybe make a different decision before open enrollment ends?
You do, yes. So let's say you are a person that's already enrolled into coverage during this open enrollment period, and that coverage would start January 1st. Let's hope that Medicare gets the website fixed in the next few days or few weeks here. I'm not holding out too much hope, unfortunately, but let's say they do correct things. People can switch their plans prior to December 7th, which is the last day of open enrollment. So if they enrolled in something to start January 1st and then they find out that information was incorrect, they can enroll into a different option, as long as they do it before January 7th.
Good.
Can they?
My hope is that, and this might be far-flung, but we're really hoping that we're trying to get the word out now to legislators. We would like to see the open enrollment extended, beyond December 7th, just because of all the people, thousands, possibly millions nationwide, who have enrolled in coverage based on false pretenses. And so, that ideally we would like to see that happen, but I'm not holding on hope right now.
So
we're hoping to get the information out, so maybe we can get some legislators on board to make this an issue, because I think it's going to be an issue in the next few weeks here.
Oh, I believe you on that. That's for sure.
And we don't want to wait till the very end and have to try and fix afterwards. So,
and
exactly.
I don't want to make your wait times even longer, but those folks that have signed up and now are hearing this news and are pulling their hair out going, oh my goodness, am I covered? Can they also call the senior linkage line and receive that assistance?
They can,
okay.
Yes, definitely. I caution people on the wait times. We're only open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Folks can also contact 1-800-Medicare to go over their options as well. If it's a point in time, on a weekend or past the hours that we're open, they can contact Medicare. But unfortunately, even if they contact Medicare, the information they're going to be getting from Medicare is based on a flawed website. So right now, we're almost at like a holding pattern in terms of looking at options and just kind of hoping that they correct the site before the end of open enrollment here.
Well,
we do have a month left because it ends on December 7th, and I'm really hoping that they fix it. But just the way things have been going lately, I
okay. Well,
I'm trying to be a realist about it.
I've got
and not be an alarmist, but I just feel for those folks who maybe have already enrolled into something and it might not be working for them come January 1st.
Yeah, and I've got an inside source here, so if I hear something's changing on this, I'm going to give you a ring back too and get you back here to give us an update on what's happening.
So if you have enrolled and you're concerned, give them a call. A month is plenty of time for you to make that call quickly and get your assurance down, get your mind to rest.
So, Chad, what's the
Correct.
number for the linkage line once again?
The linkage line number is going to be 1-800-333-2433.
All right.
And we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m.
But we really want people, if you're hearing this information, contact your congressperson to hopefully get this kind of on the front page in terms of something to correct. And we'd really like to see an extension of open enrollment.
Okay.
Because this is going to affect a lot of people.